I think the BAs that I know that are working in and around cyber and risk um, generally are one of two things. The first is project related. As with any technology, cybersecurity organizations need to bring in products, services, technology, and integration. And the BAs are there to help with those projects, right? If you have a new identity and access management capability that your organization needs, there's a team of project management, product ownership that
Mhm.
typically get involved, and they have a lot of requirements. Those requirements, and they may be working with developers and infrastructure people to do the integration. The other folks, BAs working in and around cyber and risk, are really, as I see, are more involved in trying to understand what risk that things represent. What's and how do we characterize that risk? Because as we know, you cannot, no company can afford to protect everything, right?
Yeah.
And so the risk team, most companies, most larger companies especially, do have a risk team, but the risk that they're looking at is the risk of their business. That's a business line risk, right? It's how much risk can we accept, as we're pivoting, or if we're going to create a new product, what's the risk associated with that? What we're really not good at, what folks generally aren't good at, is identifying what are the risks associated with the threats that are out there today, um, and managing those threats, right? So those business analysts that I know that are working in that area are helping businesses to rank the risk of the technology and the data and the operations that they have that they're using, and associating and characterizing that risk, and then working with the cyber teams to say, if you're going to invest in any cyber technologies to reduce and limit the risk, these are the riskiest things here for the business that you should invest in, right?
Yeah.
So, and you mentioned earlier that business analyst, elevating that role to be more enterprise wide. I'd say more enterprise viewpoint,
Yeah.
right? Working with the enterprise architecture teams, working with your business lines to understand what are the most valuable things in your company. These are some of the workshops, Bindu, that I just, oh my God, I'm having kind of goosebumps and a little bit of a flashback here on some of our workshops and that we did together. Thoroughly enjoyed those, where we're actually engaging in that conversation, right, around identifying what's most valuable. So to me, those are the two primary areas, right? It's product and project management, where the business analyst is really involved with uh, trying to bring something new or change something, and using classic business analysis skills and techniques to drive that change and to promote that change, to work with the stakeholders to prepare that, to work with, if it's vendors or MSSPs or ISPs, to help build something new or bring services in. They're doing that business analysis activity. And then there's that broader risk viewpoint, right? It's looking at business operations. It's working with your business architects and doing business architecture, right? It's doing those the journey mappings, doing value
Yeah.
mappings, right? Using those techniques and skills that I would say the new age business analyst, or the modern business analyst, skills and practices bring in, and then bringing that up and making sure that we're doing full-on SWOT analysis with our business partners, right, around operations. And again, it's looking at the threats. It's sitting with our cyber teams and understanding not the technical, not understand. Not, you don't need to understand how the VPN is passing traffic and what capabilities those VPNs have at inbound and outbound and ingress and egress data transfer, right? And ensuring that our DLPs are in order, and all those are fanciful technologies. It's really around what is it that we're really trying to protect, right?
Yeah.
And where should we invest? What are the priorities around that? And that's that enterprise, I think, strategic business analysis that we desperately need more of that. So.